Hello everyone, welcome to the 9th round, so round 9 of the Flock and Geese's My Team Career Mode here on F1 2023, and you join us for Canada, Canadian Grand Prix. Oh, Canada! Anyway, so we qualified, practiced and qualified for this one, and you won't believe where we're starting. That's right, P1 again. We pulled out a 1 minute 12.5. So we were half a second faster than Verstappen. Leclerc starts P2, and yeah. From this point onwards as well, I will not be showing the formation lap, because you know it just adds time to the video, so we just want to get straight in there. So yeah, let's get on with it, shall we? It's gonna be a mixture of rain, sun, and chaos.
It is the second largest French-speaking city in the world and home since 1978 to the Canadian Grand Prix. Welcome to Montreal. A 2.7-mile circuit, peaking at around 190 miles per hour. 2 DRS zones, 14 turns, tight corners everywhere you look, and a very narrow track. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Goose lines up on pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Hamilton, Sainz, Perez, Russell, Verstappen, Norris, Fernando Alonso, Albon, Hulkenberg, Gasly, Stroll, Magnussen, Oscar Piastri, Ocon, Joe, Tsunoda, De Vries, Sargent, Williams, and Valtteri Bottas begins the race from the back of the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. A warm welcome to Natalie Pinkham, who is beside me in the commentary box today. Let's talk about Goose. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within the team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do. And that has definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
Alright people, well, position 1 once again at the Canadian Grand Prix, and the 5-8 lights counting down, and we are away! The Goose gets a solid good start there, and so does Russell. But no, the Ferrari, I think that's Leclerc? Yeah, Leclerc gets another good start as well, as we go kind of round the outside really on that first 2 corners into the 3rd corner, and we go on board with the Goose now. It is Leclerc and Hamilton, P3, followed by Perez in P4, followed by Carlos Sainz in P5. Verstappen not exactly having a smooth start to this Canadian Grand Prix, but let's not talk about Verstappen. Let's talk about proper drivers like, I don't know, the top 5 at the moment. But no, holding down position 1, perfect section 1. Leclerc's thinking about it now through this chicane. One of a number of chicanes on this track. I believe this is the 3rd one. Actually, no, yeah, no, it is the 3rd one. Round the tricky hairpin now, the difficult braking zone. Bit of a challenge for the Goose, and we are not. The Williams is not last. There's an Alfa Romeo, and there's a green flag. I think there's been a couple of contacts with the that hairpin against other drivers there, and we go flat out into this tricky tight chicane into the last corner, just as we finish lap 1 into lap 2, and we get the fastest lap, 1 minute 20.5, 1 minute 20.3, sorry. There we go, into the second corner now, and Leclerc still hanging on to the back of the Goose now, trying to pressure the Goose into doing something wrong here. Oh! Come on! And we have wing damage. How severe is this wing damage? We're about to find out as we continue in lap 2 through the second chicane. No, 3rd chicane, sorry. S-turn or whatever. Oh dear. Yeah, it's a pretty severe Yeah, it's quite a bit of ring damage that is, because we're struggling to turn, we're struggling to keep, struggling to handle the car during corners. And the energy store is depleting, which means it's on its last legs. The internal combustion engine's also on its last legs. Basically, when the components get to around 80%, that's when we start. That's when we replace them. Because we don't want to get. I don't want to earn more penalties like we did in F123. DRS is enabled. And Sergio Perez, we did get the fastest lap, but Sergio Perez from Red Bull took it over quite quickly afterwards. And we're still position 1 even with a damaged wing, a testament to the Goose's stubbornness and chaotic driving abilities. And good driving abilities, even though that he has damaged the wing. The right side of it anyway. Leclerc is obviously wanting to take advantage of this damaged wing. And he's thinking about going around the outside. He does. He overtakes us, but gets dived. The Goose dives down the inside, even though we've got a damaged wing. We're still getting a relatively good time, and we go braked a bit too late there on the hairpin. It's a bit of a tricky one, the hairpin for braking. You have to brake precisely, otherwise you're just going to go off. You're just not going to do it right. It's a fast straight, but even with an internal combustion engine problem, we just did 205 miles an hour through the straight bit, and we are over we're just around a second in front of Leclerc as we go into lap 4. Now we are expecting rain. When, I don't know, so we have to be a bit vigilant with the sky. But that's not important right now. What is important is that we are just over a second in front of P2 holder Charles Leclerc. Hamilton, Perez and Sainz still your top 5 for the Canadian Grand Prix. Even with the damaged wing, the Goose is finding ways to adapt and make the most out of the 3 sections with obviously, you know, the best of his abilities. Straight for the hairpin. Not the best exit out of the hairpin, but it's better than nothing at all. Better than crashing. And Leclerc is still trying to catch up with the Goose. 208 miles an hour with a damaged wing. Christ! And we go a bit too fast for my liking down that chicane. Goose still with a damaged wing. Is he trying to get himself DNF'd or what? Charles Leclerc sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix so far as we go into lap 5 with around 30 laps to go now. No, it is actually 30 laps to go. There's 35 laps in the 50% session for the Canadian Grand Prix. Because I like 50% sessions. A Goose, I like them. It tests your endurance. Yeah, we're not doing very well now with the sections being all red. Sector 1 was a bad exit, and we get shunted from behind by Charles Leclerc, who's trying to force himself into P1 here. But the Goose nicely defending himself there. Are we seeing the beginning of what we like to call chaos galore? Canadian chaos is afoot, people. I've just seen it looks like Williams has dropped to last place. Yeah, well, hang on, Verstappen's meant to be in the top something, but oh well. And we nearly hit the wall. Leclerc's thinking about it, but the Goose cuts him off just in time. We nearly had a Saudi Arabian incident then as we go into lap 6, but Leclerc's thinking about diving the Goose. He does. Contact is made, but the Goose goes around, takes advantage with the inside on turn 2. And escorts Leclerc outside and slams the door on him hard, leaving Leclerc to go. Ow. Monaco. Anyway. I believe we are seeing a Verstappen in P6. Now, I don't actually remember what position he started in, because I was well, recording this. But anyway, let's not talk about Verstappen. Let's talk about Leclerc trying to go around the inside of this hairpin. He's trying to. I think he has. Yes, he has slightly, but the Goose gets the advantage around the outside of the hairpin. Jesus. With a damaged wing, mate. He's got a damaged wing. 208 miles an hour again, straight through this straight. How has he not crashed? I don't know. Well, he did crash 4 laps ago, and contact with Leclerc, the Goose at the last second, cutting off Leclerc, and we nearly had another incident like we did at Bahrain. We did get an FIA warning there, although it was yeah, the wing damage is bad, worse than we thought it was. You can see it glimpsely just seeing how bad the internal combustion engine is and the energy storage components are for the engine, around the 70% margin. And Leclerc, for I don't know how many times now, I think it's the second time in this chicane, tries to go around the outside, fails, and leaves the Goose to basically take off. And now he is a second behind us. Hamilton takes position 2. No, Leclerc, they're fighting. Goose, let them fight. Hamilton and Leclerc having a scrap. Meanwhile, Perez and Sainz are still in their respective positions, of position 4s and 5, leaving the Goose to basically just flock into the distance. But oh no, Sergio Perez, position 3. Does Leclerc have a problem with the car? Did he damage his wing? He must have. I think he's damaged his wing, you know, because he hit the back of us quite hard. That's what she said. But it is enough actually to damage the wing, because they are made of carbon fibre, and they're not. They're basically, yeah, they can break. They're quite easy to break actually. The wings are so annoying. No, Hamilton is P2, then Perez in P3, Leclerc and Sainz are 2 Ferraris in positions 4 and 5. Yeah. But no, Hamilton's thinking about, he's having a go now. He wants to go at position 1. And we didn't, yeah, that wasn't too bad around the hairpin, and we nearly had contact with Hamilton then. Oh, Williams is so last. Callan Williams, our teammate, not Williams Racing. I wish it was Sargent and Albon, but no, it's our Williams. Not confusing at all. Anyway, we go into the start of lap 9, and Hamilton he's overtaken us. He's got the advantage with DRS.
We might make a mistake, and we could still regain the position.
Shut up, Mark. I've lost focus now. Hamilton goes round, takes advantage of the inside turns 1 and 2, but the Goose just slams the door on him through the chicane. That's a tight, not the best place to overtake, but he's just done it for him. Hamilton had an excellent, bit of a little excellent fight there with Hamilton, I think. Interrupted by Mark, obviously, at the most convenient time. And Hamilton's thinking about going round again, but no, the Goose just escorts him round the outside and says, "Bye-bye, bitch." Obviously, he didn't say that on the comm. I wish. And no, and oh, bit too late braking there on the hairpin, and there was a brief struggle for Carlos Sainz for position 5 with Kings Lynn's #1 driver and ultimate ladies man George Russell. 208 miles an hour with full DRS straight through the chicane. With a damaged wing, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we are off the track. What's going on here? Why were we off the track? Goose, explain yourself. And Hamilton's literally, they're side by side here. This is that's not the best thing to do. How have we not had any crashes or anything yet? I have no idea. But no, the Goose still retains position 1. 10 laps in. 9 of them with a damaged wing, thanks to the Goose's not handling that corner well enough. Hamilton thinks about it again, but gets back down, like with Leclerc, leaving the Goose to take off, and is 1.5 seconds in front of Hamilton. And we don't do that. That hairpin is a always a bugger. So that's pretty incredible. With a damaged wing, internal combustion engine energy storage problems, and we're still first. For now. For now. For now. As you know, anything can happen in the Grand Prix.
Behind is 16.9 seconds.
Yeah, we know he's last. We know he's last. Now, the next, we are facility-wise, personnel facilities. We are improving them to the best of our abilities. We're not exactly a massive company, so we're trying to increase. We're putting all the effort really into making sure R&D doesn't fail with the upgrades, aerodynamics. Oh, why am I talking about this? No, God, we should be focusing on the race. Oh, a bit too low. Oh no, this is going to cost the Goose. We have overbraked that hairpin, and Hamilton's going to take the advantage, and so does Sergio Perez. The Goose manages to take back position 2 from Perez with the ERS, and is now after Hamilton. He's after position 1 from Hamilton, but will he do it with a damaged engine? 208, 212! With a damaged engine, man! Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be corner cutting. This is when the Goose starts to get aggressive. This is not Goose. This is not good at all, because as we know,
okay, Callan's coming in for his stop.
Yeah, he must be on the different strategy. So that's our teammate in the pit lane. And we've just clipped the wall again, but this time we didn't actually lose the wing. And Perez is stalking us in the background there as we make our way out of the DRS zone. Hamilton has taken off completely, and Perez is going around the inside here. This is going to be difficult. This is going to be close. Does Perez get the advantage? No. The Goose manages somehow with a damaged wing and a damaged car to go around the outside. We don't have any DRS, unfortunately, but we're still attempting to catch up with Hamilton. As you know from previous races, more notably Australia and Imola, we have received penalties for corner cutting. This is mostly out of desperation and aggression, something that the Goose needs to control if we are in order to survive the season. Because if we don't, we're in trouble. Yeah, the tyres and the damaged wing are starting to come into effect here now.
No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Don't listen to Mark. Hey, I'm driving. I know that the tyres are rubbish here. They're starting to wear out now. Leclerc is Oh, there's a fight between Leclerc and Sergio Perez in the back now. Hamilton is 2 seconds in front of us. Through the hairpin we go. Oh, slight breeze the wall then. Yeah, Hamilton, he's gone. He's gone. Oh dear. Into lap 14 now.
You're going to be on hards next time.
No, we're going to be on the hard tyres for the next stop. Hopefully we get the wing replaced. It will drop us down a few positions, but we need to change the wing. if we're going to get through this race. If they don't, there's going to be a very hard, eye-watering discussion back in the office, I think, from the boss. He'd be like, Goose Lord, what's going on with this? You didn't change the wing, mate! So hopefully they get the wing change as well as the tyres in a nice, orderly manner. Hopefully. Meanwhile, though, still making good progress here. We're still position 2, and nothing still not to be sniffed at. It's excellent to be in the top 3 podiums, and Perez is over 1/2 seconds behind us. Even though that his car is Red Bull, Oracle Red Bull, so it's a much better car, much more better upgrades, just more powerful, more faster, more aerodynamic, lighter, more durable, and yet we have the worst performance car of the season, worse than AlphaTauri, and we are still showing that this car can perform miracles. And the clouds, I don't know if you can see the clouds from the, if you can, let me know in the comments, because obviously the rear view mirror and the top left, left and right screen, so displays are in the way, but the clouds are forming. We are expecting rain. It was said in the beginning of the video. Oh, that's. Are we on track to getting penalties in this Grand Prix? We don't know. We've overcooked that. That's going to give Perez the advantage here and the hairpin. And yet, still over a second behind us. That fight with Leclerc must have done something to Perez. Leclerc still has the fastest lap, and it's lap 16, and we're going to be pitting this lap.
Now, push. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 30.8 seconds.
Okay, we know what's happened. He's last. Oh dear. Hamilton's leading by over 3 seconds with this damaged wing, and obviously it's just hard to keep up with him. And meanwhile, Perez on the other hand Tika has a stroke. That's 1. No, actually, that's 6 actually. Ian. So you can mark that down, Rockstar. So Perez has finally caught up with us, but it doesn't matter because we're going into the pit lane. We've overcooked that. Oh, contact with Perez there. Do we get the FIA? No. It doesn't matter because we're going into the pit lane, so Perez can basically, by all means, go and pass us. We're not going to fight him. And there goes Sergio Perez, and we're into the pit lane. And Leclerc's followed us in.
They're going to be aiming to achieve the fastest pit stop time possible.
See if anyone else has pitted. No, it's just us and Leclerc. Leclerc's come out the pit lane. Can we get out before him? No. Oh wow, that was an unsafe release. We got another one coming into the pit lane. It's Guan Yu Zhou. No. Someone's retired. We have a yellow flag, so it's Lance Stroll. At his home Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen. And there goes the Mercedes engine powering the Aston Martin of Lance Stroll. His home Grand Prix, and the Canadian fans will be highly disappointed with this retirement. And that is a shame. At his home Grand Prix as well. That sucks. Oh, there's Lance Stroll out of the picture. Anyway, moving on. So, lap 17 now, and they have not replaced the wing. What? Why? The wing has not been replaced. we still have a damaged wing, people. I think there's going to be a bit of a word with the pit crew after this. But position 17, we're behind Leclerc. We get the advantage 220 miles per hour. Jesus. We've got Ocon, Tsunoda, Verstappen, Carlos Sainz have gone into the pit lane as well. There's Verstappen. I don't know where he's been all this time, but meanwhile, contact has been made with Leclerc. The Goose is trying to overtake Leclerc, but fails. He's going to try it again. He's going to try around the inside for the chicane. Jesus! That was a ballsy move, and it takes us to position 10.
Okay, watch the aggression, please. We don't want to lose places because of a penalty.
Yes,
okay, keep an eye on that gap
watch.
ahead, please. 1.5 seconds.
Shut up, Mark. I'm trying to narrate here. Do you mind? Yes, watch the aggression. He's an aggressive driver, but he has to keep it under control. We've been told this. He had his freedoms in F123, but now we're a bit more serious because of the 50% session times. Oh, what was that? He used De Vries as a brake, and yet we've not had any wing damage or anything from the FIA, so fair enough. And the Goose, oh my god, he's gone round the outside, nearly hit the wall there, put himself between him and the wall. And oh my life, De Vries is going to the pit lane. Hamilton, Perez, they're in the pit lane. I saw a few other people as well. I saw Aussie Boy Pastry from McLaren and an Alpine. So Ocon, yeah, Ocon. I don't remember. Anyway,
The car behind you's just come in for the hard tyres. Car behind running hard tyres.
so just like us, Perez is on hard tyres, and in positions 5 and 4, the two Haas drivers, the form of Kevin Magnussen and Hulkenberg. Positions 5 and 4, fair play, lads. Good, isn't it? But unfortunately, they have a Mad Goose with a damaged wing in behind them, and Perez. We actually did their hairpin quite nicely, actually, I think. Yeah, the engine is starting to wear down as we barely do over 205 there. Magnussen's pitted, and so has Kingsland's Kingsland's #1 driver and ultimate ladies man, Georgie Boy Russell, has gone to the pit lane as well. Hamilton is position 2 with Hulkenberg holding it down in P3. And I believe I know who's in first place. It's the Aston Martin, who is avenging Lance Stroll as we speak in the form of King Alonso. There he is, Alonso P1, and the Goose he dived through Hulkenberg, and Hulkenberg's trying to hold it in, but no, he gets passed by Perez as well. It's a bit of an aggressive queue forming behind the Goose here as we go into. Past that chicane there. So Alonso is 11 seconds in front. Christ, he's going to have to pit though sometime in the near future. And so is Hamilton. I don't think Hamilton's pitted yet. Has he? I don't remember. There he is. Alonso has gone into the pit lane. Alonso's in the pit lane. Hamilton takes the lead and gets the fastest lap of the race. Which puts us back into position 2. We're back in second place, people. With a damaged wing, an engine that's about to basically is losing power by the lap, and the sky is not looking very Goose. It's gone all grey. It's looking very British over here with the weather. So Perez is P3, followed by Leclerc P4, and Verstappen has made it to P5, with Sainz and Russell in 6 and 7 by the minimap. Is telling me on the bottom left. Oh, that was a bit too. That was a bit too far through the that chicane there, or S-turn.
So we're expecting rain in about 10 to 15 minutes.
What he means is in about 6 laps time, or 7. He's not entirely accurate. He's not spot on the mark there. Get it? Sorry, it's a bad joke that I just made up. I do apologise if you can hear any dogs outside. It's the neighbours' dogs. I do apologise. 1 minute 15.420. Blaze it. There we go. That's the best lap we've done so far. 420. Hey, dude. We just did a 420, man. But right, 22 laps. I keep saying this, but it is actually a miracle that we're actually in P2 with a damaged wing, not yellow, but it's like a lime colour, just to show the damage of the front wing. Also, our energy storage results. So the ERS that manages the ERS, the yellow bar, is actually on its last legs, and so is the internal combustion engine. So how are we in P2? The answer: there's a fucking lunatic at the helm. That's why. A stubborn, angry field goose at the helm of this car. That's why. An opportunist who can be at times very aggressive. And here we go into the lap 23 now. Yeah, Hamilton is he's long gone. He's nowhere to be found. He's not even on the mini-map. But no.
In the pits. That's Callan in the pits now.
And that's our teammate, Callan Williams, going in for his second and final stop of the Grand Prix, because he's on the alternate strategy. And Perez is thinking about going around the outside. He goes around the outside, he takes over position 2, but the goose goes round the inside and says bye. See, it's not just Verstappen, it's Perez. He's not learned either. None of them have. No, none of them have learned. Will they ever learn? Actually, I need to say this. Right, Rockstar. Right, with Team Chaseliner, does Jackie and Tatiana have this same problem with the Red Bull, Ferrari, and other drivers when you go around the inside, when you dive bomb around the inside? Do you have the same problem? Do Verstappen? Do they not learn as well, or is it because they're just shy? And it's just Jackie and Tatiana just being actually good drivers? Let me know. But no, Perez is still on the goose's tail as we're going to lap 24, and Hamilton's literally 10 seconds before. We have no chance now of getting back position 1. As long as we can get position 2, that's the main thing. If we hold position 2, that's good. Points on the grid. Points for the Constructors' Championship and Drivers' Championship. And it'll be a good result.
The next car is 10 seconds ahead.
We know. Oh my god. What is it with Mark giving the most Oma Chow-like announcement? Oma Chow, or in other words, the most obvious no shit comments here. I hope he's not like this in real life. If he is, God help him.
You need to slow down.
Oh no.
We don't want to get a penalty.
It's too late, Mark.
Okay, we've been given a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race. Get your head down and let's get it done.
The goose was too aggressive, and we now have a 3-second penalty, time penalty. So at this point, we are not in P2. We may physically be in position. We may be in second place right now, But when we finish the race in 10 laps time, we're going to be... That 3 seconds is going to add on to our time. And we're not going to be in P2. We're going to be like P8, P10, P12 if we're lucky. And yeah, it's going to... Yeah, we're screwed. Well done. Christ. That's the 3rd time this season. Is it the 3rd? Yeah, it's 3rd time this season. Australia, then Imola, and now I nearly said Austria then. Canada. Oh, the Goose nearly goes to the wall as he's trying to defend from Perez through the tight chicane. Manages to defend without actually crashing as we go into lap 26 and puts Perez behind.
41.9 seconds.
How far behind? 41.42 seconds behind us. Oh my god. So with our team, the next we are expecting an upgraded simulator training facility for Callum Williams, and it is expected by July 4th, which is unfortunately after Silverstone and the British Grand Prix. And at the end of Silverstone is his contract renewal. So yeah, it's a bit pointless. But if he stays with us, it means he has an upgraded facility. So that's going to be interesting, the contract renewal with Callum Williams. I don't want to make the same mistake that I did last season and just have 2 drivers. No, we keep the 1 driver. I want to keep Callum Williams for at least 2 seasons. And we actually do that chicane nicely. And Perez is trying to get himself crashed into the wall here as we go to lap 27. He goes round the he dives the inside, but goes round the outside to turn 2 because of the Goose. Oh, he clipped the wall. And Perez is stood in hot pursuit here. The wing is starting to show its damage here. And we go into the DRS zone. Perez go around the inside. What? What's going on here? Oh, Perez!
I've got some new strategy options if you go
Goose!
to MFD.
What happened? I know what's happened. The Goose tried to tried to get Perez into the wall, and Perez just basically pitched him into the wall, and they're both off the track. So both parties are at fault here, and we've dropped down to position 8. Perez is still behind us in P9.
Confirmed.
And Jesus! Oh, what the hell?
Safety car is out. Safety car is out. We need to form up at reduced
Oh
pace.
my god!
Close eye on that
The
delta
Goose
time.
has lost his senses, people.
Okay, we've been informed of an incident which has resulted in lots
Yeah,
of
the incident
incidents
is that
on
the
track.
Goose
Safety
nearly
car
ran
is
into
out.
Norris and assassinated him, and then lost all of his front wing because of his aggression.
And it looks like
The aggression
Goose in
Goose.
the lane and ready to perform
Now
the
look what
magic
you've
on the
done.
car. They're going to be aiming to achieve the fastest
Look
pit
what
stop
you've
time.
done now. Look what you put yourself in. We had that. We had position 2, and now look what's happened. Okay, we got a new wing on that at least.
I think there's an error with the front
Oh
wing
my
attachment.
god, no.
I'll be disappointed here.
Well. Just what the hell?
Right, drop your speed. Our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
The safety car is out because of the Goose's tantrum. There's the safety car. So we've overtaken the safety car as the safety car is waiting for Hamilton to come round close enough so that the safety car can do its thing.
don't think we're far away from rain now. I'll keep you updated as conditions change.
Just what the hell? P19. We were doing so well, until the penalty. And Perez. And you can just see our teammate there, he's 12 seconds behind us. And now the delta doesn't matter because we have to catch the safety car. At least we have a new wing that makes it more easier to control the car with. Not much to report here, I'm afraid. Safety car conditions. Stuck in P19. What is there to say, really? We can't pit as well because of where we are in the race. Towards the end, it's 29. Well, we're going to be on lap 30 soon, so we have like 5 laps to go. The engine's not looking very good at the moment. It's in the yellow coded area. Oh dear. I don't think the boss is going to be happy with the Goose after this, don't you think? Lap 30, we've finally caught up to the queue. Nearly ran into Logan Sargent then. The only proper American racing driver, as he can navigate corners without crashing, instead of going in a straight line and turning left like every other American racing driver out there in the form of NASCAR. That's not a sport. Anyway, so we are now under safety car conditions. As you know, for the past 2 laps, there's the safety car and there's us on the oh, nice Mercedes. Yeah, it's Hamilton, and then everyone else, as you can see there. And there's in the top. You just saw on the right screen there. You could just see our teammate there, Williams. Yeah, it must have been quite serious then. If we crashed, we went off the track when we hit the wall. But still, it must have been quite serious to have the safety car out for at least 3 laps now, 4 laps now.
5 laps of fuel remaining.
And there's Williams, he's just caught up with us at the back. And it is starting to rain now, as you can see on the screen. There are little raindrops. That's not gonna be good for anybody, not just us, but for everyone. As of course, medium tyre. We don't have the intermediates on. We have medium tyres. Mediums? Yeah, medium tyres. So that is just not going to be good for us. It's not going to make the friction for the track is just going to be very hard to drive. But we shall persevere, as we've only got a few laps left. Tracks? God, I can't speak English today. You cannot speak no English. Apologies for the stereotypes, but anyway. Lap 32, so this is the 5th lap now from lap 27 when the safety car was deployed. 5 laps later and we're still under the safety car. It's a nice Mercedes. It's AMG? No. I want to say AMG. I'm not sure on the Mercedes car model, but I know that there are car enthusiasts in the chat, so make sure you can let me know in the comments. I know the Aston Martin safety car. I think it's DB11. God, what I'd do to be in the at Aston Martin DB10. Okay, everyone. It looks like the safety car session is ending.
Again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember there's no overtake.
Don't hit the opposing player.
Safety car in this lap.
Safety car's gone back into the pit lane at this point, and we are going to be ready to go racing in the rain. We're going to be ready to go singing in the rain. On medium tyres, on wet track. What could possibly go wrong as we go to lap 33 here, and we're off back to green racing. Green flag is out, and we are ready to go racing again. Contact with Sergeant. There, you can see there. We're holding grip.
To catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop.
We know, and we've just. Oh my God! The aggression through these corners. You can't be too aggressive. We've overtaken De Vries and Logan Sargent. As you can see, the tyres are we're struggling to get grip here on the wet track on medium tyres. With the intermediates, obviously, would be much grip. We've just made up 2 positions here. Past Hulkenberg, De Vries and Sargent. Actually, 3 positions. Sorry, Hulkenberg, De Vries and Sargent. And we're using ERS. What the hell is the Goose going? Oh my God! Is he trying to kill himself or what? You can't warm up you can't do the warm-up tyre strategy in this. Are you mad? This Goose has gone mad. This is a Canadian Goose right here. The Canadian Geese have gone mad. It's Canadian chaos all over again. Hey, who remembers last year's Canadian Grand Prix in F123 when we actually came first? Oh, we nearly got ourselves another penalty there, and we're position 15, taking over Kevin Magnussen. And we go into lap 34, and we are behind our former teammate and traitor to the flocking geese. It's McLaren's golden boy, Aussie boy Pastry. Good day, mate, from down under. And the Goose is thinking seriously of overtaking both Piastri and Joe, but obviously with these conditions, he's going to do it anyway. Jesus Christ! Oh, the grip! He's on the grass as well. Not good for the medium tyres, and he's position 15. Still holding position 15. Hulkenberg is behind him. The Goose is not finished yet. He still wants to take over Piastri, but oh, the tyres! The car is skidding all over the place. Oh my God! What? Just control yourself. We just made the just hit the back of Piastri there. We know the rain's here. We know. Thank you very much for telling us anyway, Captain Obvious. Oh, we're going round the outside between the wall and Piastri. We overtake him in the. Well, we almost overtake him in the wet. Oh my God! This Goose cat. It's just what? Who the hell does he think he is?
Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
Right. Even though we got a 3-second penalty, we have a chance of getting a fair. Well, I say fair. If we stay above position 15, well, yeah. Well, it's over really. Final lap. dives through that chicane, and the tyre grip is bad as you can see, and we just passed Joe Guan from Alfa Romeo. We're in position 13 now. We've made up, what, 6 positions in just 1-2 laps.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Oh my God.
Okay, gap to the car ahead is 2.2 seconds.
Obviously, the car friction, lack of grip, and the wet weather is not making good progress with the brakes as well. But here we go, the last corner. Well, the last corner is coming up now. The last chicane. Will we actually beat? And oh, Lewis Hamilton wins the Canadian Grand Prix, as we just both. And we go through the last two corners. Then, oh no! What have you done that for, you dumb? 6 seconds! Oh, that's it. We're done. We're done.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
18th. How the mighty have fallen. Oh, fuck off. Yeah, let's just call it a day, shall we?
So Mercedes have won it, and what a great race it was. So, Natalie, what made the difference out there today?
Well, confidence breeds confidence. Success breeds success. They are very much enjoying a purple patch right now.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everyone played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today. So let's have a look then at the drivers' standings.
Max Verstappen should be pleased with his performance, making gains at the top of the table.
Let's focus on driver of the day, Natalie Pinkham. Come on, who do you pick?
Max Verstappen seemed to just effortlessly weave through the other drivers today without a care in the world. He was definitely my driver of choice.
Let's move on to the constructors. The lead at the top comes down after a strong weekend from the challenging pack. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
What the... Yeah, we had that coming. Too aggressive leads to consequences. From P1 to P18. Hey, this is a familiar story. Oh, it's just like most races. Jesus. This is actually not the best season we've had so far. I mean, last season we were doing really well. And now, Christ. I mean, thanks to Perez, who kind of screwed us over, really. But if we didn't lose that, if we didn't damage the front wing on lap 2, we would still be first. I guarantee. But no, anyway. Hope you've enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check out my other channel. And we'll see you for round 10, which I believe is in Austria. So we'll see you in Austria. Bye for now.